Okay, let's just start off by destroying the stigma that going to a community college means you're less smarter or you're more dumber. What's up? I'm Angeline2Tran and you're watching my YouTube channel. What's up, you? Tube. Alright, put on your swimsuits because we're just gonna dive right into it. This video is just gonna be short and sweet because I don't need to sit here all day convincing you why CC is a good thing.
But I will.
Okay, the structure of this video will be a discussion rather than me listing reasons because I'm not trying to edit like the numbers in and like the explanation. Like, you can hear me. Like, okay, so first and most obvious reason for going to a community college is money. And this doesn't mean like lack of money. This just means like being smart with money. It can mean money in so many ways. So obviously, if you don't have the money to go straight to a 4-year after high school, which is fine. Who does in this economy anyways, right? Or it means you do have the funds to go to a 4-year, but you don't want to waste your money when you don't even really know what you want to do yet and you kind of just want to see how things play out. But yeah, you can get the same general education classes at a CC that you can at a 4-year. So why would you pay all that extra money to do that when you're learning the same thing generally? Like, you can be using that money to get more jewel pods or go on a trip or something. So jewel pods, paying extra for general ed classes. Also, there's less pressure and commitment at a community college. Obviously, you come out of high school and straight into college and you're still really young, you're still trying to figure yourself out and the world out. So there's definitely less pressure to perform at a community college and more room for you to self-explore and figure out what you really want to do for the rest of your life. And it's a much smoother transition than going away to a 4-year if you're not commuting, which you 100% will be at ACC. Let me just tell you, college is not like the movies, okay? It's cup noodles and depression and a bunch of STDs. I also feel like there's that pressure to start fresh somewhere new. I mean, if you're willing to pay that much for a fresh start, you could have just moved to a different country and worked on a beet farm, and that would have probably benefited you more. Most of the time, CCs are just more practical. There are other things in your life that you need to be taking care of first or that need to be prioritized over school, which is totally understandable. The schedules are way more flexible and there are way more online classes available. So I always look like trash all the time because, well, I actually don't have an explanation for that, but I'm gonna say my explanation is because I do take a lot of online classes. So I just sit at home and do my homework instead of driving out and having to interact with people. But when I do leave the house for school, parking takes like 0 minutes because there's always a parking spot available. Unlike 4 years where you literally have to fight to the death to park your car in a spot that you paid $200 for. CCs are actually super fun. There are people from different age groups and cultures, and it's just a mix of people that you really never get to meet. And there are the more obvious reasons, like you want to figure out what you're doing before you fully commit, and you're just going to school until your rap career takes off. I'm still working on that one, but yeah, CC is the place to be. Anyways, I brought someone who is currently going to a CC and is having a great time, and she just wants to tell you a little bit about her experiences there. So please help me welcome myself. So if it isn't obvious, I go to CC and I'm very proud of it. I took a gap year after high school, after barely graduating with a 2.0. So, I mean, it's not like I had the choice to go to a 4-year, but I'm very glad I didn't and I just went straight to a CC because I've grown so much in this environment and it's really what you make it. So I'm finishing up my 2nd year at this CC before I transfer to a 4-year, and I've grown so much. I couldn't imagine it any other way. I think I would have been really lost if I went straight to a 4-year. I know that's not the situation for everyone, but some people just need time to figure themselves out. And I definitely got the chance to do that. Also, I have a 4.0, so I've met amazing people, from professors to classmates to people that hit me in the parking lot. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, there's nothing to be ashamed of going to a CC. If anything, I'm really proud of it. So I'm 2 years deep into higher education, and I have $0 in debt right now. Most of y'all other folk who don't go to CCs can't say the same. And if you do go to a 4-year and you can say the same, then what's the point of me making this video? You just ruined the whole point. Just kidding. As I already said before, there's so many reasons to consider a community college, and honestly, I don't think you'll regret it. It's a great time, and the flexibility of it will just make higher education a smoother process for you and an enjoyable one. But yeah, to wrap up the video, community colleges are A's plus 110%. So good. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you later. Angeline, would you listen to me, please? I don't know what